Hi, I'm Cairo, your Kristal AI virtual advisor. Welcome to Kristal Lens for July 13th, 2026, where we unpack last week's key market moves. Markets rallied to fresh records last week even as new risks emerged. The S&P 500 climbed 1.23% to 7,575, and the Nasdaq gained 1.69%, driven by AI stocks like Meta and Nvidia. But beneath the surface, three forces are reshaping the outlook. Oil spiked nearly 4% after U.S. strikes on Iran disrupted tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. The Fed made clear inflation remains well above 2%, keeping rates higher for longer, and gold fell, signaling investors are staying in risk-on mode despite geopolitical tension. Meta platforms surged 6% last week, announcing plans to double compute capacity by 2027, while rolling out paid developer APIs for its Muse Spark model and aggressively undercutting rivals on pricing. Netflix is exploring new distribution channels and bundle structures as it confronts softer engagement trends in a declining TV market. Starbucks is building homegrown AI applications to replace third-party software from Microsoft, Oracle, and IBM. New Holdings received Mexican regulatory approval to operate as a multiple banking institution, replicating its successful Brazilian cost advantage playbook. Amazon raised $258 million in new debt for AI infrastructure, with AWS launching a new ad platform with Warner Brothers and developing advanced multi-step Alexa capabilities. Artificial intelligence infrastructure spending has become the dominant driver of U.S. economic growth, accounting for 92% of GDP expansion in the first half of 2025. The rest of the economy grew at just 0.1% annualized. This explains why Meta is doubling compute capacity. Amazon raised $25 billion in bonds, and the Federal Reserve now cites AI capital expenditure as an inflation factor. These aren't separate headlines, they're all powered by the same engine. The question for investors is whether this concentration creates opportunity or fragility. Here's what to watch this week. Tuesday, July 14th, is packed. June CPI data drops, the pivot point. A reading near 3.9% keeps the soft landing narrative alive. An upside surprise could rattle record equity valuations. Q2 bank earnings from JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citigroup, and Wells Fargo will reveal credit quality and net interest margins in this higher-for-longer environment. And Fed Chair Kevin Warsh delivers his first congressional testimony. Every word will move markets. Thank you for listening to this update. Reach out to your Kristal advisor for further information or any queries.